y'all, it's Kadisha and I'm back with another video. So y'all, the beauty of having standards is priceless. I don't know, to say the least. And the reason I want to talk about this is, oh, a little button popped up. But the reason I want to talk about this is because you deter away things or people that are not good for you. And I had to come to realize that because most of the time, especially when you have a heart, you are so you're kind of a people pleaser in a way, and we don't like to be a people pleaser. We want to be liked by people, but we don't want to do things just to get people to like us. But it's just like you want to be likable, but it's like I'm not doing things so people can like me. I don't know if that makes sense. But the reason I said it's a beauty to have standards is because, like I said, you get people from around you that don't need to be around you. And it may just be, for a season that these people are supposed to be around you, or it may be for a season that they're not supposed to be around you. I don't know. I just want all of us to grab a hold to some standards. And me being a Christian, I always say this, it's just like the reason why I do have certain standards is because of the way the Bible tells me to live. But an example I actually want to talk about is in your job. And this actually happened to me, I think it was last year. Yeah, last year. And I was talking to someone about, talking to the person about a raise, and they were just like, well, no, I cannot afford that. And I was like, okay. And it wasn't okay, like, no, I'm going to keep the same price. It's like, no, if you cannot afford it, then maybe you're not supposed to be with me in this season. And this is not to talk about people or to make anybody feel bad or anything like that. It's more so of you looking within and seeing, like, how can I set a standard for my life? And it's not just in business, it's in in every area. And so I have to come to myself about the way that I eat. Like, I always talk to y'all, I'm like, I want to be having me nice, be fit and all this stuff. And so it's like I have to have a standard, and it's just like I can't just eat any and everything. I was about to go get me some ice cream here a few minutes ago, and I was like, no, you're not about to get any ice cream. You about to go to work and eat your food that you packed. And I said, okay. But going back to, like I said, the standards, and I was just telling them, well, okay, that's that's fine. I don't have a problem with someone not being able to come to the standard that I have. The problem lies is when we don't set a standard, we basically settle, or we go down to someone else's standard. And what we want to do in life is always elevate, and not to a place where you're thinking that you're better than someone. It's like, no, you're becoming a better version of yourself. So the thing is, if we don't have a standard, we will accept any and everything, and that's not okay. So I was like I was saying about the job, I was like, okay, well, this is the price that I'm willing to do a service. And if they can't afford it, then it's just like, okay, well, maybe I'm not meant for them in that season. Does that make them a bad person? Does that make them whatever? It doesn't make that anything. It's just for me. And I just want us to grab a hold of that, because most of the time we think that we're for everyone, and the thing is, you're not for everyone. And that's why it's so important to have a standard, because then you will realize, like, okay, this person is not for me to be serving in this season, or this person is not to be within my circle, or whatever it is. And this is not about a place of being better than someone. No, this is about having a standard for your life and always improving to be a better version of you. So yes, y'all, that is the beauty of having a standard, is becoming the best version of you, and then separating yourself from what is, and I wouldn't necessarily say beneath you, but really what's beneath you, because we're not talking about people, we're talking about the way of life. So if and the thing is, it's so hard to give examples, because when you start saying examples, people get mad about, like, oh, I do this, so this person is saying they're better than me. It's like, no, just because I don't do what you do doesn't make me better. It's just saying I set a standard for my life that I said, no, I'm not going to do that. And I'll use ice cream. I'm going to put ice cream under the bus. I eat ice cream, but sometimes I'm just like, okay, Didi, you do not need to eat this ice cream, you're trying to do this and this and this. So I will set a standard for myself, like, okay, maybe you can eat it once a week, or maybe you got to go a week without eating it. And then I just go from there. And is that saying that ice cream is bad for you? Is that saying that just because other people eat ice cream, I'm better than them? It's like, no, that's the standard that I've set for me. And don't be afraid of setting standards for your life and then sticking to them and allowing other people to make you feel bad for having standards. So, yes, y'all, that is what I want to talk about today. I hope you grabbed something from this video. And thank you so much for watching. Like I always say, remember to be the change you want to see in someone else. Until next time, bye.